Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you JC and the Reggae Surfer Cat Credo Band.
Studio time is valuable.
That song is on our CD. That's my rendition of Malibuena that we did. It's on a Malibu CD, which is in most libraries all over Pennsylvania, actually all over the United States, actually in other parts of the world too. A girl called me from Ghana, Africa, and she said that the music is being played. She was in a club, and they're playing some of my songs. But anyway, that was kind of cool. But the thing is, that's Malibuena. It got me, if you Google Kino Flamenco surf guitar, the name shows up in the band. I mixed the surf rock with the Flamenco style and came upon that. But this song is a little kind of a reggae piece that I wrote called Fine Fine Red Red Wine. We do a duet with Tess McCoy on the keyboard and myself. We do a duet. We do it together. And it goes like this. And my lips, they could not speak. I tried to stand up, but I could not find my feet. She really tried, but with her unfamiliar lying. Jamaica, on the silver bird I flew. I had 3 margaritas and 10 shots of Malibu. And summer gas line, it's big bang. Oh, 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 that's wine. Smoking ganja and drinking that fine, fine, fine. It's wine.
Thank you very much.
I thank you all. JC and the Reggae Surfers Cat Credo Band with Danny Batterick on the cornet there. Tess McCoy on the keyboard and vocals. My right hand man Leon Bonham. My left hand man Ron Crockett. Yours truly J. Cat Credo. Keep on rocking. Drive safe. Because don't forget most accidents are caused by people. Sometimes people are caused by accidents.
Hi, I'm Mark Jones, and this is the set of The Wall. And like I said, we have some very special talent here tonight, and I would like him to introduce the band and himself. There he is.
Well, thank you very much, Mark.
Yeah, you.
Thank you all very much. I'm not Elvis. I'm Jay Cat Credo, for you people that don't know me. My right-hand man, Leon Bonham. My left-hand man, Danny Batterick. My far right-hand man, Ron Crockett. And the main lady of the band,
The
Tess
only
McCoy.
lady of the band.
The leading.
and we are Jay Creed and the Reggae Surfers Cat Credo Band.
Yeah.
I'll leave it there. Okay. Say that quick 3
Okay,
times.
now, Jay,
If
I really, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
The first song that we did, Malaguena, I mixed the West Coast style of surf with the flamenco style of Otmar Liebart. A little bit of Dick Dale and a little bit of Otmar Liebart, and I came up with our rendition of Malaguena, which is flamenco surf. The first one to do flamenco surf ever in the world. I am known as the king of flamenco surf guitar. If you Google that online, my name shows up. Although, my friends from the Diamond Heads, who I traded CDs with many years ago, the guitar player does it even better than me. You gotta check him out on Facebook. When you Google king of flamenco surf guitar, I show up, that he shows up. But you gotta hear this guy, he's phenomenal. But anyway, I'm gonna turn you back to Mark.
Okay, Jay, you seem like a really interesting guy. So now that you've introduced your band, there's a question I have for you. I heard somewhere that you are a write-in for a mayoral candidate for Bethlehem
For next year,
for next year.
2017, I will be running not on the Democratic ticket, not on the Republican ticket, not on any tickets, because the thing is, everybody's going at each other's throat. I don't want to do it. It's a write-in. So it might be harder for me to be elected. I probably won't get elected. But if I do, the city will, the whole Lehigh Valley area will be so much better with music and everything. And 50% of my pay, which I don't need $100,000 to do my job, 50% will go into escrow to take care of things that need to be done in the city. All elected officials that are getting $100,000, you ought to be ashamed of yourself taking that much money.
I heard that. And
When us veterans, we got $25,000 or less and put our lives on the line.
I'll drink to that.
And what about the policemen? They're lucky if they get $50,000 a year, and you elected officials are taking $100,000 to $200,000 a year. Be ashamed of yourself. I'm not going to be doing it. I'm not taking that much. I'm going to be doing things right,
There you
making
go.
things happen, and the better benefits for police and firemen and teachers And
Teachers, is there a teacher in the group here?
Oh, we've all taught. I've taught.
You've taught?
I've taught. I'm not teaching right now, but I've had violin students, piano students, and I love to teach.
You know, that's one thing that we should all get back to is teaching our kids about music and how to play music instead of like some of the stuff that they're doing now. I know it's a lot of electronics, but to the hands-on thing, that's admirable. Thank you. And if you're teaching the youth and that they can impart it to somebody else, that's even better. That's for sure. Now, my man,
Yeah.
how long have you been in the music industry?
Oh, all my life. I played ever since I was in grade school. At junior high, I played bars already. I was already in bars and clubs in junior high school. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
went to
I'm
New
talking
York
about.
City. Was going to music school for 2 years. Henry Adler, he passed away, but you can look Henry Adler up. He has his own publishing company. Anything that I can get better, you know. I'm always looking to try to get better. Yeah.
Cool. And you know you're always welcome to come back on the wall. All right. Now, my man over here, gotta talk to him. Gotta talk to him. Especially, I love the shirt.
Dunker. That's the Austrian side.
And you're welcome.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah, I'm a Slovak Austrian boy. Brought up in Allentown. With great parents, great grandparents, and music was in our house all the time. And my pop played accordion. I started playing accordion. I played a little bit of drum. I played some bass guitar. I played trumpet, my main instrument, with guys like Louis Armstrong, Al Hurt, and then came along Herb Albert and the Tijuana Brass.
I remember them guys.
That's my band.
Wow.
And played ever since I was a little boy. Like Rick over there, we played, oh my gosh, I was 12 years old playing weddings, anniversaries, clubs. My parents had to go everywhere I went because I was underage. And polkas, played a lot of polkas, and got into the blues, got into a little bit of rock and roll, and then jumped in there with Jay several years ago. And just music comes from here.
That's right.
No longer here.
That's
That
right.
was the young days.
That's right.
Today, it's the heart that counts.
And-
Let that music come out of your heart.
Now, Mr. Leon,
Yes, sir.
last but not least, of course. Now, what is your background in music, sir?
The folk scare of the 1960s.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Dad was military, so we were all over the place. And
Are
it
you were you
just-
a Marine?
No, Dad was one of the Tuskegee Airmen.
Get out of here.
Wow, really?
That's
Yeah,
admirable.
he flew P-47s and P-51s in Italy. So anyway, we were stationed in Spain, and I was, hey, you gotta learn to play guitar. And Dad's like, no, you don't. Yes, we do. Well, you gotta take piano too. And then he schlepped us downtown to Calle Concepcion Jeronima Numero Dos. I can still remember the address, which happens to be Ramirez Guitar Shop in the city of Madrid, where one day you can walk in and Senor Ramirez says, would you like to see Segovia's new guitar?
Did anybody know this? We didn't know this.
Yeah, we'd like to see
Leon.
Segovia's
I'm glad he's letting loose like
new
this, man.
guitar.
Never
So my
asked.
sister and I got guitars, and he came back to the States, and we sold those guitars, and we bought others, and we were a folk duo. Yeah, we did all that Peter, Paul, and Mary, and
Well, back in them days, Janis Joplin was banging, I'll tell you that much.
well, we're not quite up to Janis Joplin yet.
Oh,
We're still back in. If I didn't get up early enough on a Saturday morning, my sister put every Joan Baez album she had on the turntable, and we had to listen to Joan Baez for like 4 hours. So yeah, so then
Cool.
Dad wanted me to go to Catholic school, so I spent a year in New Orleans, where he bought me my first bass. I still have it.
Wow.
His mother wouldn't recognize it, but I still have it.
Wow.
And things just kind of went on from there.
Wow. So you played music all your life. And you
Yeah,
know,
pretty much.
the music that I heard tonight was awesome. I mean, it was special, it was different, and that's what we're looking for. We don't want to be the page that's gonna put out that music that's just like everybody else's. And I'm gonna tell you what, you guys hit it right on the head.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Cheers.
Most definitely. Now, my man over here, Jay Creed. That's the man. Believe that. Tell me some of the stories about you being a comedian and meeting Gotti or something like that.
What do you want to hear?
Did I put you on the spot or
Which
what?
one do you want to hear?
Oh man,
Being
tell me
a
about the one
comedian
you told me
or-
earlier when you were
being John Gotti Jr. You know?
yeah, I got to do. When you were in the club and you were doing Italian jokes.
I was performing at Topper's Comedy Cabaret in Sheepshead Bay in Brooklyn. And in 1990, after I did my bit of The Godfather, the Comic Mafia, which I created, which is on my telephone. If you ever call me, you're going to hear, "Hey, come state, compadre? I got your number, you got my number. I leave your number, I know where you live." You know, you're going to hear, the thing is, The Godfather, the Comic Mafia. I did this whole thing, and this whole bit. After I was done with the show, the owner of the place pays me in $100 bills. They looked like they were fresh off the clothesline. But anyway, the thing is, they were cool. This guy comes out in a jogging suit from the crowd. And he says, this young kid comes out in 1990. He says, "You are lucky if you leave Brooklyn alive. You disrespected the Italian family." And I didn't know who he was. The owner said, "John, sit down. He's going to be he's going to be back here." The thing is, he did good. Sit down, relax, have a drink. I found out a few years later when they were looking through the Bloodletters and Badmen book. That's the guy that came up to me, John Gotti Jr.
That's what I'm talking.
But a few months ago, he had to do a corporate booking for him in Sheepshead Bay. I went out there. I figured, okay, $3,000 or I'm going to get whacked. One or the other. Okay, if I don't get whacked, I'm $3,000 richer. Okay, so I go to the thing. I go to do this corporate booking. He says, "Look, before we even start, see, you got the PA system, everything's there for you. But before we start, come up to my office. I'm going to take care of you." Oh, here it comes. The thing is, I went upstairs to the office. He opens up the door. There's nobody in the office. There was a flashback of Goodfellas. he quick went past me. I felt like I was going to feel something hot behind the back of my head, and that was going to be the beginning of the end of my life.
Right.
But the thing is, instead, he goes behind the door. He pulls out. Oh, here it comes. He's going to take the silencer right between the eyes. I'm going to get it. You know, I'm there. He comes out with the envelope, and he gives me $100 bills, all fresh off the clothesline. You know, like 30 of them. 30 $100 bills. I went to the bank the following day. I wanted to make sure they were okay. I said, "Look, I want to deposit these things, but make sure they're all right. You know, I just want to make sure, you know, okay." They said, "Yeah, they all check out. Everything's good." That was my episode with John Gotti Jr.
That's right.
Really, he's a good fella.
There you go.
You know, really.
That's what it is.
What could I say?
All right. We thank you. We thank you very much for that. Now, I will say that this is our first, in-depth interview. We did another interview, but it was kind of on the surface. Now, we touched on some things here tonight that I didn't even think were going to happen. So I will say this, man. You guys were very special guests, and I hope to have you back again on the wall.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you very
All
much.
right. All right. There you go.
Oh.
There you go.
You
And
want to
you
hear,
know that's
you want to
right.
hear the story of Joan Baez?
Yeah, we're gonna hear the story of Joan Baez in a minute. As soon as we close up shop,
Okay.
I'm gonna sit back and we're all gonna just jam a little bit.
All right.
So the next time you guys,
I got a story. Is it true you're homeboys with Ron Jeremy? I really want to get the scoop. Is that true?
Yeah.
for real?
I knew Ron Jeremy.
Come on
I
back
know
in
Ron
here.
Jeremy, I should say.
Come on back in here.
We hung out in Vegas already and
Okay.
stuff, and I auditioned women for him.
Oh, okay. You all how?
Actually, the girl that I was going to marry, I introduced to him. Wrong move! You put her into porn.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Yeah.
That did not make me feel happy. I don't talk to him for 10 years after.
Did you ever bring him to Allentown?
She still doesn't talk to me to this day. She's there. You got me introduced to the porn industry. I never want to talk to you again. I didn't tell her to do porn. I didn't want her to do porn. I said, don't do it.
Did you ever do porn?
Don't do it.
You should know that telling them
Stop it.
don't do it means they're gonna do it.
That's
She
right.
went ahead. She.
Yep.
I should have known because, like, actually, when I said to her one time, I said, Patina, we've been dating for some time, but tell me something. How many guys have you been with before me? She said, oh, come on, Jay, come on. I said, look, no, seriously, I'll tell you how many girls I've been with. You tell me how many guys you've been with.
Yeah.
She said, I can't. I said, could you give me a ballpark? She said, that's about the size of it.
Bada boom!
We gotta put this on Patreon now. We can't put it on YouTube now.
That's funny.
All right,
But actually, that girl is one of the best flutists. She really, she plays the flute.
Okay.
She's a great flute.
Right.
She's one of the best you could possibly hear. She's better than Ian Anderson from Jethro Tull. She's fantastic.
anybody's better than Ian Anderson.
You check her out on Facebook.
I will.
Tina Cole. She is fantastic. A great musician. Actually, she's a multi-millionaire now. She's producing movies that are really good. She actually found Jesus. I don't know where she found him, if he was under the couch or what. But she found Jesus. But the thing is, like, she became a very prosperous lady. She got a horse farm and everything. So the thing is, that's great. I mean, like, really, you know, like, she got away from porn, but she hates me because she thinks I put her into porn. I told her not to. However, wherever you are, Tina, if you hear this, I wish you the best, and I gotta say, Dioti Benedica, which means God bless you, may God be always with you, and stay safe and stay healthy.
All right,
And keep on rocking.
Yes, sir. All right, Mark, you want to do
All
the outro?
Well,
How do you get out of
tonight
that?
was a very interesting night for us. Would you agree?
Very much agree, yes.
All right. So with that said, pan around and show some faces. There you go.
Nice to be here.
It was nice to be here, she said. Well,
This was great.
guys,
Great time.
this is the first taping of The Wall. And I just like to say, I hope you guys come back because this is going to be very interesting and we're not going to do the norm. Like I said, we are going to be inclusive, not exclusive.
I'd like to thank The Wall for having us on the premiere page of the Lehigh Valley. Woo! Let's hear it.